Hi, I'm Ms. Davis. Welcome to the Friends Without Benefits class. I'm here to give a brief talk on why we should not disobey God's law as far as sex is concerned. One of the reasons why I chose this topic is because of my own negative consequences from having a friend without benefits relationship. That being having gotten pregnant and having had the abortion because the guy left and I wasn't ready to deal with the consequences of the relationship that we did not have. Basically being on my back looking for the things I needed by praying. First, let me give you a brief definition of what friends without benefits, what friends with benefits mean. Okay, friends with benefits is a relationship that has many elements of sexual or near sexual nature. However, it's understood by both parties that aside from some occasional flirting, touching, or sex, there's going to be no extra expectations, financially, physically, or emotional support outside of the relationship as it stands, or even later on in the relationship. Why do we do it? Well, it's pretty simple. We have basic human desires, and because of that, we have a tendency to use that. So the first one is it strips our social mask and mirrors our physical desires, meaning that we're sexual beings. We were made and created to have sex as procreation, but God didn't mean for us to do it outside of our relationship, marriage-wise. Society says it's okay, so we use it as a physical and emotional release. Sometimes it's our escape from reality or a cure for loneliness. So these are part of the reasons as to why we have the friends with benefits relationships. God wanted us to wait because sex creates such a powerful connection with the person that we're having sex with that He wanted it to be with the person that we're going to be committed to for life. So we want to make sure that we understand that this is the reason why He created sex. One of the scriptures tells us that we can be in danger of destroying our relationships both physically and relationally. One, we have to worry about sexual transmitted diseases like chlamydia, gonorrhea, etc. The unwanted or unplanned disadvantage of childbearing, and the willful destruction of human life or abortion should we decide that this part is too much for us to deal with. Okay? Relationally, sin always damages a person's relationship with God. It leaves you with less respect. You're not trusted, and worst of all, you bring further dishonor to God when you continue on the same behavior. And think about it, two people do not share sex enough to wait for a marriage commitment, then how can they be trust one another for faithfulness? If you're having sex, basically, stop. If you're not married, let me put it that way, if you're having it. But it's not too late to go back. In John 8:11, Jesus had spoken to a woman who had had many sexual partners. And in this, He told her that she's clean and to go forth and sin no more, meaning not to do this anymore. What you've done in the past can't be undone, so it's already done. But to keep from compromising our relationships going into the future, we can avoid further damage by putting yourself in a position where you might compromise your purity, going over to the guy's house while the guy's parents are not home, or going over to his apartment if he's a single adult and there's no one else to be there as type of a chaperone. The best thing that you can do is not to have sex if you haven't started having sex. That way, you remain pure until you find a man who's worthy, until God sends someone who's worthy of you and your purity to be able to have sexual relationships with. Basically, you're worth waiting for. Don't worry. We all been tempted by sex. You're not alone in that position. But if you follow just a few short rules, what's outlined in the Bible, staying away from friends without benefits, then you'll be able to make better decisions in your life. If you think about it for just a moment, the most expensive possession that you have in your entire being, whether it's your house, your car, whatever, would you take this thing and give it to a perfect stranger?